I'm in our brand new location in Inglewood, Calgary, with a beautiful exhibition of work by artist Erik Olson called Among the Multitude. This is an interesting time for us globally in our history, also for the gallery an interesting time. We've just moved to this location from the Beltline in Calgary, and so this is the perfect place for us to begin in Inglewood with Erik Olson. Erik Olson is a Düsseldorf-based artist. He's been there 4 years now in Germany, but he's a Calgary guy. He's a hometown boy, and so it's really exciting to start our Inglewood location with Erik specifically.
I did start kind of playing around with charcoal just on the side, kind of as an experiment. It was just something I hadn't really touched since I was maybe 18 years old or something, really drawing with just charcoal. And then the pandemic hit. And in this moment where literally all my friends around the world, I couldn't see any of them, it seemed like maybe this was a moment to try to really sort of condense down or distill down these portraits. These are all people that I care about, that I know really, really well, and I can't see them right now.
The springtime and isolation coming together, drawing the color out of his work. Such a contrast for what we're used to from Erik Olson. Splashes of wild color is what we usually see.
I just like this idea of trying to do the blooming of spring in black and white. And so the picture is of a May Day tree blooming, but it's really just kind of bursting forth. So you can kind of see the bulbs lining up and then this kind of explosion of pushing through and, you know, this will to live, this bursting forth of the flower from the tree. The force that through the green fuse drives the flower. So that's the title of this famous Dylan Thomas poem. The spring will still come, you know, that there's other cycles that are bigger than us, you know. So that was sort of my intention with that.
So here it is, spring in Germany. His family's here, and Erik is solo, isolated on his own, and he goes to Walt Whitman for companionship and inspiration. And this show came out of that headspace. Art
really gives you two things, and they intersect. One is that you look to art for something that's outside of your own time frame. You want to go look at things that are beyond your own mortality. And you also look to art for something that's quicker than you, that goes at a faster beat, that accelerates your life, that makes you aware of being alive, that reminds you of your time and your place. And so I was thinking about that. I was reading all this Walt Whitman, and certainly the Walt Whitman really seemed to have that quality, it seemed to me, this sort of humanism and sort of this enduring sense of something very simple and down to earth and human, and yet at the same time, this really quickness to it. And some of the poems, they seem like they could have been written yesterday. And so the poem, maybe I'll just read the poem. Among the multitude, Walt Whitman. Among the men and women, the multitude, I perceive one picking me out by secret and divine signs, acknowledging none else, not parent, wife, husband, brother, child, any nearer than I am. Some are baffled, but that one is not. That one knows me. Ah, lover and perfect equal. I meant that you should discover me so by my faint indirections. And when I meet you, mean to discover you by the like in you. These words that can be interpreted in so many different ways, right? And I love that. It's like, and also mean to discover you by the like in you. I also, of course, was thinking about that in terms of my portraits, just like by discovering, by drawing the person, you have to find the sort of the likeness of the person by really looking at them closely in detail. And by discovering the like, you get to know the person, you know, and yeah, it's just, I mean, that sense of connectivity between people. I mean, what's more important than that, right?
So this is the show. We hope that Calgary and people from outside of Calgary get in to see it. I know it's a challenging time. It'll be up well into July, and we have an online store. We have a great online presence of the show virtually, which will be posted on our website, and experience this work in the context I've described. It's very special.